What's going on, guys? You all probably remember that I got this Phoenix LED light bar and I used C-suckers, which are these vacuum mounts, to mount it to the top of my truck, so I didn't have to drill through the aluminum, and simply because the aluminum's not magnetic. So I really had limited ways to mount this to the top of my truck. The C-suckers worked absolutely great, but I'm going to repurpose them for a different project that I'll show you at a later date. Mainly because I got another accessory and it also requires a magnetic mount, so I finally found a solution. So you are looking at the Larson Electronics F150 through F450 mounting plate. This is designed to mount between your upper rear high mount light and the truck itself using two fasteners that are included here, as well as the 4 screws that are used to mount the light. Now, I was going to go through the whole installation, but this thing is so easy to install that I didn't think I needed to. Simply take the 4 screws out of the light. It's going to back off. You're going to unplug that clip and that clip, kind of tuck the harness in here, put the plate up against the back of the truck, fasten these 2 fasteners in first through these top corner holes, which aren't currently used on the truck itself, so they're available. Then you have the 4 mounting holes to simply put your light back up. Of course, plug it back in, and then remount your light to the back using the 4 included screws. So I got the screws started, then I'm simply gonna put them in with my screwdriver evenly. And of course, you don't want to put them way too tight, just very, very snug. There we go, they're all in. The gasket on the back side of the light is going to push up against the bracket here. This part of the bracket's aluminum, this part's steel, so it's a magnetic portion. You can either permanently mount a light bar to this thing or you can magnetically mount it. It works very, very well. And then the gasket, which is on the back here, is going to be partially pressed up against the truck so no water gets in. It's a very cool solution. A lot of commercial fleets use this to put their emergency strobe lights and their warning strobe lights on top of their vehicles. Very, very handy, very simple to install, and only takes about 10 minutes total. One thing I did first was to use a microfiber cloth and wipe down the top of the truck though, as well as the area here where the gasket's going to press up against the truck. Last thing you want is any type of dirt or debris to sandwich between there and compromise the seal. So it sealed very well. I don't think I should have any issue with water intrusion whatsoever. And again, this thing has really solid reviews from fleets that are using it, and none of them have complained about water or anything getting into the cab. So let's go ahead and throw the Phoenix light bar on there so you can see how it looks. That looks very nice. This only sticks up about 1 inch. So it's very, very close and low profile to the truck. The light bar itself is very well attached to the top. These are 40-pound magnets that they use on the Phoenix light bar, and I don't think that thing will go anywhere. Of course, I have my 12-volt outlet on the back of my toolbox that I installed several months ago. I can simply plug the light bar either into that outlet or I can run it through this back window into the front of the truck. Either way, I have a lot of flexibility with this. But this isn't the only reason why I wanted to go to this plate. Again, the C-suckers that I were using, those vacuum mounts were working very, very well to hold this to the truck. The reason why I needed to go to a steel plate that allowed me to connect a magnet to it is because of the next thing I got. So a long time ago when I had my white truck, you probably saw that I installed a spotlight on the back of it. Well, that was a Chinese knockoff of this. This is the Larson Go Light. This thing is awesome. Over 2,500 lumens, super bright LED lights. This is a spotlight. You can use this in so many different environments, whether you're hunting, whether you're going to be out fishing late at night, whether you're searching for somebody. This is simply an exceptional product. Larson is the original maker of this Go Light. This is the Striker LED model. This is model number 30514 in black. They make it also in white and a chrome color as well. Very, very heavy. This thing feels very well made. Not only that, it has a magnetic base, and this is going to give me a lot of functionality as well. This thing is super cool. Let's throw it on the truck to take a look at it. So first thing first, we have to remove the Phoenix light bar. Now we're going to attach the Go Light. That is very, very cool, and it works very well. So it is very firmly attached. You can drive around with this on here without any fear that the thing's going to come flying off. Very strong magnetic base on both the Go light as well as the Phoenix light, and they're just not going to go anywhere. Again, I can run the wire through the cab to the front if I want to, or I can plug it in back here at the toolbox with the outlet that I'd installed there a long time ago. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and now I have the flexibility of really doing whatever I want. If I decide to not use this type of light at some point in the future, I could always permanently mount the Phoenix light onto that plate as well. But what I really like about this mount is that now that anything I want to attach magnetically to my truck, I can attach it to this without having to worry about damaging the truck at all. Again, there are fleets of vehicles that drive around with this on it since the vehicles were brand new, and they all seem to love this type of mounting system, and it works really well. I think a commenter had even said that their fleet of vehicles utilizes these. Larson is the original manufacturer of this product, and they make the best one in my opinion. It's very, very well thought out. It works very well. It seals up against the truck well, and you just don't have to worry about it when you go with this Larson product. I'll put a link in the description to this as well as the Go light if you're interested. Another cool thing about this light is the fact that it's controlled with a wireless remote. Now I'm going to put some batteries in this remote. We're going to see how this thing works. Okay, there's actually a programming mode on the camera that you need to follow in order for it to work. Basically, you hold down the on-off button on the remote while the light is disconnected. Then you plug the light in while you're still holding down the button, and it programs to the light. So now that it's programmed, I can press the button, turn the light on. I can rotate the light. I can go up and down with it, and it is ridiculously bright. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculously bright. And then I can change the speed as well to a slower speed if I'd like. And then to turn it off, just hit the off button. That's pretty cool. You can adjust the rotation of the light at any time, even when the light is off, and then just turn the light on when you're ready to turn it on. But this will come in really handy, especially out at the ranch whenever we're on some of those really dark roads, or we're looking for a piece of equipment or a deer blind, any of the situations that we're in where we're really going to need to get a lot of light in the middle of really darkness, and this is absolutely going to pay off. Anyways guys, I remounted the Phoenix light on there because people like to look at what these things look like. So it's back on the truck. It is not going anywhere. Really, really clean install. I'm really happy with how easy the entire assembly was, putting it all together, getting it in place, making sure it was sealed, everything. This is going to be a really, really good item to have, and if you guys are looking for a way to mount lighting equipment, spotlights, things like that on your vehicle, definitely recommend looking at the Larson Electronics mount. This is the original. There are others out there that try to mimic it and imitate it, but this is absolutely the best one on the market. I'll put a link in the description of the video for both the Larson light as well as the Go light that I also use. Anyways guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.